Hey Tigers, I'm Hayden Renner.
And I'm Bodie Fontaine.
On this week's show, we'll be talking to the AFJROTC about their recent walk-in knock.
Annie's Candies owner, Annabelle Melton, tells us about how she started her own company while she's still in high school. And we'll hear some holiday favorites from our very own jazz choir students.
Thank you for joining us. BGTV starts now.
Seniors, order your senior sweatshirts and swag bags through December 18th. Sweatshirts are only $27 and will be delivered in January while it's still cold. Swag bags include a drawstring bag, tiger mask, phone pocket, senior crown, tiger pride pin, and the class of 2021 bracelet. You can purchase all this stuff online. The link will be in Yingling's Sunday email. Swag bags can be picked up on Wednesday from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. from the outdoor entrance to room A4 by the playground across from the football field.
Hey there, this is Hayden Renner from BGTV. I'm talking to my good friend Annabelle Melton, who owns her own candy business, Annie's Candies. How you doing today, Annabelle?
Good. I'm tired, but I'm alive, so.
I think we all are a little tired. So, tell me, how did Annie's Candies start?
I think it was in 2016. My mom and my big sister have always done holiday bazaars as long as I can remember. My big sister would knit hats and my mom sells Scentsy. And so eventually I was like, I want to be a part of things. And so I decided to make my own little crafts. And every year at the bazaar at Amboy Middle School, one of the other ladies sold glass candy. And it was my favorite part of the whole holiday season. And then she decided to stop selling it. And I was like, well, somebody has to. So I started selling it the next year and it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
So, where did the name Annie's Candies come from?
Well, I actually hate being called Annie. I despise it. There's like, I think 2 people that I know from middle school who can call me Annie without me being really mad. But I had this group of friends in middle school and I just asked them all, I'm like, I think I'm going to start a business. I'm going to do this whole thing. What do you guys think I should call it? And since Annie was my nickname at the time, they were like, well, it kind of rhymes. So we just went with that.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It does kind of
Yeah.
have a ring to it, honestly.
Now everybody texts me going, hey, Annie. And I'm like, don't call me that.
Yeah.
But, oh, well, I did it to myself.
Yeah. So, like, were you successful in the beginning of it?
In the beginning of it, I didn't really work it. Like, I didn't do much. I just did the holiday bazaars and stuff like that. But I'd say last year and the year before, I did a ton of holiday bazaars every year. I think last year I had 8 in a row every Saturday throughout November and the first half of December. But in September of this year, I really just decided that if I want to actually do this, then I need to do it. And I really just started building a new Facebook following and opening up ordering and figuring out how to do that without running into Battleground every single day for deliveries. And now it's kind of worked itself out and it has a little process and it's growing really quickly. So yeah, in the beginning I was not very successful, but that's because I didn't put effort into it.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then why did you continue?
I mean, why not? Like, when you have something that people really like, I would sit at home and I'd be like, well, all that this is chocolate and some pretzels and some caramel. Why is it special? Like, I don't get it. Why do people love it so much? I honestly started hating the taste of my own things because I eat it so often. Like, the smell of chocolate isn't good to me anymore. I hate it. And so I was really confused. I was like, why do people loving this? I don't get it. But eventually I was like, don't mess with a good thing, Annabelle, and just kept doing it because I'm like, I can make money off of it.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do. Like,
What's the harm? And hopefully it'll be a career.
yeah.
So
I mean it's been working. It's been working so far.
yeah, I'd say so.
um, what's your favorite candy to make?
Um, oh, that's a hard one. I used to say the chocolate barks, but now it's kind of like repetitive. So I'd have to say the macarons, even though they're a pain in the butt, like they're so difficult. But it's really fun when you finally get a good one and you get to go and put all the fillings in and package it up. And I don't know. I really like the office work part of it more, I think. But I mean, I enjoy all of it, just not some days.
The the process is worth it.
Yeah.
Really good. um, is it kind of one of those things where like your favorite changes every?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started doing the macarons. Like, I tried it out first in the summer just to see, like, oh, well, this seems like everybody likes these cookies, so I'll try it. And they were a fail. So bad. And still, like, today I have to do a full day of making them, and I'm so scared because a lot of mine have been turning out super, super lopsided. And so a couple weeks ago, I had a day when they were all lopsided, and I needed like 300 of them. And of course, I'm not going to sell cookies when it's like an inch tall on this side and then nothing on the other side. So I really didn't like making them that day. But, you know, it really just depends on the day. It depends on how my oven feels. It depends on how the humidity is, if the stars are aligned, you know.
Yeah, you know, just the basics.
I work with it.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced so far?
Time management or the macarons.
Yeah.
They're awful. But
Yeah.
like I said earlier, I stayed up until 3 o'clock last night planning out today because I have a cousin who's coming over to help me today because I have way too many Christmas orders to handle on my own. And so I was trying to figure out what I can do, what she can do, because you know, some of these things take a certain like developed skill that you can't just make when you're given a set of instructions. So trying to figure all that out, and then I finally went to sleep, and I had an alarm set for 6 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know why I did that, and I just woke up at 10. So I'm really bad at time management. I mean, I'm still on time to deliveries. If you order, be on time to deliveries. But yeah, so time management sucks, especially when you have like a million thoughts going through your head. And then the macarons, they're so difficult to get right. And it seriously, the planets have to be aligned. Everything has to be perfect for them to come out right. And they're so expensive when you get them wrong. So when I get them wrong, I kind of want to die a little.
No, I totally get that. With like your video, there's stuff that just it's like, why can't you just go right for once?
Exactly.
Um, Now, what's your favorite part of running Andy's Candies?
Um, well, I love the candy making, of course, and the baking. I love it all. But I really do like computer work. I like record keeping. It's so weird because it's like the boring part, but I think it's fun to respond to everybody's messages and write down all the orders and tally up how many I have to make. And, you know, seeing that total at the end of how much they paid me is always fun too. I mean, I'm the kind of person who has fun setting up bank accounts. So that really helps in the sense that the part where most people would go, oh, I don't want to do that, and then end up not opening the business because of it, I actually really like. And plus, it doesn't turn out wrong if the humidity is off in the kitchen. So
Yeah,
I guess that's my favorite part. I
yeah,
like that
that's
one.
nice. Um, yeah, and then how can people order your candy?
So you have to wait until ordering's open unless you're placing a custom order. So a custom order has to be $50 or over, and I accept it based on my availability. But otherwise, when ordering's open, there will be a post on my Instagram and my Facebook page, and all that you have to do is look at it, read over everything on the post, and then send me a message with what you'd like to order, which pickup location you'll be at, because I have 2 every time that ordering's open, and how you want to pay. And I only accept payment online simply because of no-shows and stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty easy. Usually people send me 1 or 2 messages, and then it's like, okay, see you Sunday. And then they get their candy and everything's great.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Yeah, I finally got it figured out.
Yeah, that's good. And then lastly, I'm just gonna open it up for you. If there's anything you'd like to talk about or say.
I'd say if you want to open a business of your own, my first suggestion would be don't work with food. Because I can't tell you how many times I've regretted working with food, even though it's like the only thing that I'm actually good at, because you can't build up a stock ahead of time. Like, I look at all these people who are making signs and bracelets and stuff, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so swamped, Christmas is crazy. And I'm like, you could have been making stuff all summer. I'm like, no fair. But anyway, I'm not dissing on them or anything, but that would be nice. So if you can, try to avoid food or anything perishable. And also make sure that you have all of your finances in line, that you're ready to dedicate your entire life to it. Like, literally, school's on the back burner right now. I got way ahead in my classes because I go to River currently. Go Tigers. But so I just got way ahead of them, and I've literally ignored my classes for a month, and now I'm falling a little bit behind them, but I'm like, oh, I'll get it in January. So you have to have your priorities figured out. You have to work on your time management. It's not okay if you show up to everything late. Basically get all of your ducks in a row before you just go, look, I'm selling this and it's going to be a business and everything's great, and pour hundreds of dollars into it. And don't do that, because that's basically what I did in the first few years. And I don't even know how much money I owe my parents.
Yeah. You know that.
Better to have it all figured out first.
Yeah, that definitely is an important part of businesses.
Yeah, I didn't have solid records until this year. So it really sucks going, well, if I've done this for 4 years, why can't I find my patterns? Why can't I see how I did the last 3 years? And it's because I didn't write any of it down.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah.
Sucks when you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Right,
I enjoy it. So
yeah.
I'm weird like that.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Annabelle, and thank you all for watching.
Thanks, Hayden. Looking for a Christmas tree? The BGHS Band Boosters have local, fresh-cut Noble, Nordman, and Douglas fir Christmas trees for sale at the corner of Main Street and Northwest 20th Avenue in front of Battleground, Albertsons. Supplies are limited this year, so hurry before they're gone. Please come get your beautiful tree and support our band students.
Hey, Battleground High School. I want to wish all of you happy holidays.
Happy winter break, Tigers.
Merry Christmas.
Just me and my cat, wishing everybody at Battleground High School a happy holidays and a happy new year.
Hey BG, it's Cash. I just want to wish everybody a very, very happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Merry whatever it is you celebrate.
Hi Tigers, wishing everybody a happy and healthy holiday season.
Merry Christmas, Kira. I love you.
Hey, Battleground High School. I just wanted to let Officer Anderson, Mr. Sukes, and the other principals that I'm thinking of you. I hope you have a good Christmas and a holiday. I really miss you guys.
Hello, Battleground High School. This is Mr. Stanfield, your athletic director. Wanted to wish all of you a safe and healthy holiday season and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Gord. I'm the principal here at Battleground, and I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of our students and our staff and our parents and everybody in the community.
And to my students, you have no idea how much I miss you. I love each and every one of you, and I can't wait till we can have you guys back in the building. Just, I guess, a little word of advice. You know, I was told when I was about 15, 16 years old that if you find a job that you love, you will never work a day in your life. And I can honestly say that I love my job. I love the kids make my day every day, and I've never had to work because I love my job and I love coming here. So happy holidays, and we'll see you real soon.
Hey guys, your school misses you. We're here waiting for you to come back.
May this season be one of joy and peace for you and your family. Have some good food, take some good rest, and just remember that, you know, we do this for the kids, and that's what it's all about. All right? Give this season. Find an organization or somebody maybe that can use your help. For those of us who are lucky enough to be working and lucky enough to be doing what we love, let's help out those who maybe aren't able to do as much as they normally would, or who are struggling. The season of giving. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas.
I also wanted to give a special thank you to our security team, because right now, in the last couple of months especially, they've really been working hard to support our students. They work out in the rotunda, and they're doing a bunch of other things behind the scenes that really are helpful, and we appreciate them immensely. Miss everybody. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Love to everyone.
I have a joke for you. What did the gingerbread man put on his bed? A cookie sheet. Bye, Tigers.
I hope you get a little rest over break. I hope you go outside and play a little bit and read a good book.
We know that 2021 will be the best year yet.
Our counselors have been working very hard to try and keep us connected through all this, and this past week we've had several lunch Zooms on Wednesday and Friday to act as a support group for all of us. There's 2 separate Zooms, one for freshmen and sophomores, and one for juniors and seniors. We'll be right back after this quick. Alright, I think that's all the ornaments. This box is heavy. Where is it? Ah, there you are. Been looking all over for you. There you go.
Several groups reach out to help the community each year during the holiday season. Jarrett talked with Lieutenant Colonel Woodrow and Cadet SIGLER about their recent walk and knock event for the North County Food Bank.
So, I am here with Lieutenant Colonel Woodrow, our senior aerospace science instructor for our JROTC unit, and our community service officer, SIGLER. And I'm here to talk to them about walk and knock and just community service with the Corps in general. So first off, what is walk and knock?
I will take that. Walk and Knock is a county-wide. It's been around 36 years. It's all volunteer. It's a nonprofit food drive that's raised in its time over 8.5 million pounds of food and thousands of dollars in donations. And the food goes to our county food bank. It's the largest food drive in the nation, and it takes place the first weekend of December every year for the last 36 years.
All right. So obviously with Corona and everything this year, so that probably slowed things down. So how much food was actually donated this year compared to, say, last year or the year before?
So last year, our site that we take care of collected over 16,000 pounds of food that filled about 3/4 of a semi trailer. This year, with what they called a drive and drop instead of a walk and knock, they collected a little over 9,000 pounds of food. So about 60% of what we had last year, which on balance was considered successful because we had no idea how many people would come out and actually do the drop.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say that is, I mean, that's more than I figured people would have brought out. So I would definitely say that is successful. So this is a question more geared towards SIGLER, but what other community service events have you done this year other than just the walk and knock?
Yeah. So as far as this year goes, we've had a bit of issues with getting community services and be able to have cadets go out and do things just because of COVID restrictions, and we don't want to, expose any of our cadets to anything bad, put them in harm's way. So as far as this year, we have participated in the Blue Star Moms donation process, which is Blue Star Mothers of Oregon. They collect donations to put into care packages to send out to veterans who are overseas or out at base, who basically aren't home with their families. And so this year, not only did we get a lot of donations, we also helped them pack the boxes. And as Colonel had mentioned in one of our other Zoom meetings, we actually had a vet who had received package. He had sent a post to Colonel over Facebook thanking us for it. So that was really cool.
Gotcha. All right. So do you guys have any other like community service events that are big that are planned for this year, or are you guys kind of just winging it?
It's definitely just kind of winging it, going with the flow. We do have one coming up where we are sending out holiday cards to veterans who are in homes for the holidays. So that'll be exciting. Besides that, there's not a lot going on as far as community service because this is just generally the time of year things tend to slow down because of the holidays. And, with COVID numbers getting worse, it's going to be harder to want to put cadets out there.
Right.
And let me just add to that real quick. The big thing about our community service typically is that we don't have a limit as to how many people can come out and participate in a community service event. This year we do. We're limited to 6 cadets per instructor or the space that we're allowed. So it's really put a damper on how many we can get involved. And the one thing about community service in JROTC is we want to get as many cadets involved as we can and not just the ones that are always there. And so SIGLER has done a terrific job in putting a roster together for each of our community service events and ensuring that the flights, especially our freshman flights, get a shot at volunteering as well. I might just add one other thing too, and maybe SIGLER forgot. We also did the Veterans Park in Battleground and did a cleanup there prior to Veterans Day, and that was a good morning work with a group of cadets to clean that park up before the Veterans Day events.
Awesome. So obviously in past years, our community service hours have been relatively high, I would say. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, we typically get, for a core of 110 to 120 students, we're typically getting about 2,000 hours collectively for each year. That's the goal. We've had more. We've had 2,400 hours, and that's terrific. That works out to be about 14 to 15 hours per student on average. Obviously, some do more and some do less. Perhaps your next question is how are we doing this year?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
And I don't know if SIGLER has actually crunched the numbers on this. I happen to have them for the number of events we've done this year and the number of students allowed to do them. We're actually not doing too badly. We're just over about 120 hours of community service so far, which, is way shorter than we would normally have, but considering our circumstances, I think that's a pretty good turnout. And I, again, would applaud SIGLER's efforts on getting the word out to people and having pretty good responses in each of our events.
All right, so SIGLER's doing a good job is basically what you're telling me.
Absolutely. I can't imagine the job being done any better if we were in school, frankly. It's just been terrific.
Well, that's always good to hear that we hired the right person for the job. So this is a question for both of you. So what would you say to somebody who wants to join ROTC, but they don't really know about ROTC? So like, what would you tell them to convince them to join?
I would
lead off.
Yeah. I would start off with giving them probably some basic information that I'm able to give them, maybe point them in the direction of our Facebook page or the website. I could give them Chief and Colonel's email information, have them email Chief and Colonel, just talk to them about what the Corps offers, what kind of classes we do, what our courses include, just kind of stuff like that to get them interested, and just so they know what to expect if they do want to join.
I would say we're not what you think we are. Many people see us, especially because Chief and I are in uniform each day. They think that we're, a military organization, and you have to join the military, or you're just going to be marching or spinning rifles all day. And I would say you got to look more carefully at our programs and what we offer. It's a family. When people get totally invested in this program, they find their tribe, they find the group that they're going to be with. And those people are generally focused on our core values, that is service before self and integrity and excellence. All of that is not a bad moniker to live by. And Huntington, I will say for you, you represent a small niche of our population that has a very unique opportunity and have earned the privilege of getting a pilot's license paid for by the Air Force because you're an ROTC. If you weren't in this program, you would not have that opportunity.
No, I would not. I would never have even imagined getting my private pilot's license paid for through ROTC. I kind of joined it because I was told by some friends, hey, it's fun. Come join. And I said, no, why not? I'll give it a shot, see if it's fun. And lo and behold, now here I am with a giant scholarship that's going to propel me into college and my career. So who would have thunk? Not me. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for your guys' time. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you for doing this, and good luck.
Thank you to all the cadets who volunteered this year in the community for donating. Are you in need of food for over the holidays? Grab-and-go meals will not be available during break, but free meal kits will be available to families who sign up for them. Sign up using the link on the district homepage and pick them up on Tuesday, December 22nd and Tuesday, December 29th from 9 to 11 a.m. or 1 to 3 p.m.
Did you get your picture taken during the first picture-taking event in the gym? Well, if you did, your pictures are now in and they can be picked up outside E46 and E47.
It might feel like school just started a few weeks ago, but believe it or not, we actually only have 4 weeks left once we get back from break. Take the 2 weeks off to get caught up in your classes and raise your grades, and make sure you come back ready to work. Who knows, this might even be the best gift you get for yourself this year. But, as we end this year, we'd like to wish you a happy holidays and a happy new year.
And with that, enjoy some sounds from our jazz choir.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, ding dong, that is our song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising their sound, oh, and then tell their tones. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, that is our song. With joyful ring, all caroling. Ding and dawn, dear joyful tone to every home. Dark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is our song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound praise in their sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tunes. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry is their song. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On with his hand, on without end, dear joyful tone to every home. On like sand, on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Ding dong ding. Boom.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle, jingle, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, jingle, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon this love of mine was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed our lot. We got into a drifted bank and we got upsot. Oh, jingle, jingle, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, jingle, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, jingle, jingle bells,